Bel Air residents who migrated to the US and to Canada and to the UK. Right, but this is what this neighborhood looks like. A lot of it is now being renovated, right? Because this has always been an exclusive neighborhood, but it's now being renovated to modern residences, and new buildings are replacing the ones that used to be, even back in the 1980s, some of the best housing stock in the city. And I just wanted to show you how that's happening, how that's changing. End of the street here, end of Barima Avenue, right? Now I'm going to show you at the start of the head of the street, close to Vlissingen Road. You'll find that a lot of the construction is where it's happening, is taking place there. So what they're doing is building multi-story either condominiums or single-family homes in this once exclusively residential single-family home neighborhood. And I want to show you how that's happening, how the transformation in housing is affecting this neighborhood. I think this one is called Republic Street. Those of you who know this neighborhood better than I do, can put in the comments below. But the point is that this once exclusive residential neighborhood is also being renovated to be, with modern homes, to be perhaps even more exclusive. This lot, for example, is in preparation for construction. This one has been completed recently. And down at the end of the street, I can show you that there are a lot other buildings being constructed. This one, for example, is probably going to be reconstructed, rebuilt, perhaps even torn down, gutted and rebuilt shortly, because that is a trend, right? There's a high demand for housing, and any property that has the potential to become new housing is probably going to become new housing very quickly and very soon. But what's happening at the end of the street that is close to Vlissingen Road is that on Barima Avenue, which is the street we're on, is that even regular houses, that is, houses that don't appear to need renovation, are being torn down and built back bigger. So you're getting much larger buildings being built to replace what were once some of the larger homes in the city. Because back in the 1960s, these were considered large homes, right? These were considered large homes back in the city, back in the 60s and the 70s and the 80s. And now they're becoming even larger. Barima Avenue, we're on Barima Avenue. For those of you who are familiar with this neck of the woods, Bel Air Park, it's different from Bel Air Gardens and Bel Air Springs. Somebody's asking me about the difference on social media. Over by the seawall on the end of Sheriff Street, that's where you find Bel Air Gardens. And this section of the city between Vlissingen Road and Sheriff Street, near to the Botanical Gardens, end of the city. This is Bel Air Park. Bel Air Park. And these are the houses that were built in Bel Air Park back in the 1960s and 70s, in fact, probably even earlier. And it was exclusively, so for example, it was exclusively a residential neighborhood, but now some commercial properties are moving in. I see the hotel. This is an insurance broker, right? Insurance company, and the National Accreditation Council. This one is for sale. So those of you who want to buy into this neighborhood, this one is for sale by, what's it, 20th century, 21st century. Right, Saskia Morgan, and that's a number to call. So some of these properties are also coming up for sale in Bel Air